This is Sandy Sanderson here with your morning update. I'm still sanding. We are closing in though. The doors are sanded inside and out. Ready for full primer for the final time and all the edges for paint. The trunk lid is sanded. Ready to clean, tape off the inside, touch up a little bit of primer here, and it should be ready for final sand. The hood, I got the trim holes plugged off, glazed over, and it is ready to sand. It should be on the final sand right here. The hood and deck lid. How far will we get? You'll have to stay tuned and just find out. Till the next time, have a blessed day. Get it, Jamie? Hey guys! Back at the same spot we was yesterday. But I got some news. The fairgrounds has been secured. Haha. That's awesome. Now I got to get flyers made up. I'd like to figure out where to do some dash plaques. Go around talking to a lot of people and try to get some gift bags for people and stuff like that. Yeah, let's make this thing a real show this year. Everybody's welcome. Bring your classics, hot rods, motorcycles. Let's have some fun, guys. June 14th, Shelby County, Ohio Fairgrounds. 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Let's get her done. Got to keep this tradition alive, guys. see some paint on this. I'm ready to see some color, guys. How about you? Now tomorrow morning I'll be running to Indiana. I gotta go pick something up. I wish it was a bit closer. It's a 3.5 hour drive. But I need it, so. If I need it, it's gotta be done, right? Oh yeah. Booty. How many hours are in this hood? I don't even want to know. If you're just tuning in to this project, let me introduce you to Pandora, the car that always gives problems. But we don't succumb to problems, we overcome problems. This hood started out 63 Biscayne hood. Then we took a 66 Chevelle hood, took the center out so he had the scoops. And while we was at it, we put the extra center rib in here. So now we have 1, 2, 3 ribs on the hood. I feel that completed that look. Yeah, there is a lot of hours in this hood, but the bit of extras right there is out of this world. It just looks amazing. Never Done Projects just put their burnout video up. Guys, I'll tell you what, I think they did an excellent job out there. First time they ever went out in front of people like that many people, and they just let her rip. Both of them did a great job. If you're not subscribed to Never Done Projects, what are you waiting for? There's a lot of really good content getting ready to come up on that channel, let me tell you right now. Especially after last weekend at Freedom Factory. They unintentionally gave themselves some more content, but it will benefit them in the end. think I put it on a little thick on this side, guys. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Just keep moving, just keep moving. Who remembers how much rust this hood had? On top of the custom fab. It was pretty gone. But the aftermarket hood fit like crap and was not worth using. All right. I guess I'll drop this thing down and start blocking the main surface up here.
You know how the Firebird has the eagle on the hood? I think we need to put a giant turkey right here. What do you guys think? Figured start with the hardest part, you know, reaching in. I'm hoping this hood turns out absolutely beautiful. It better. Most certainly better.
I don't like leaning. Gets your lower back. So let's lean a little bit farther. Yeah, I'm leaning a little farther, but seems like it's putting the pressure in a different spot of my lower back. It's crazy. Last night we was getting snow. Pond started freezing over. This morning it's beautiful. It's a lot warmer out there, full sun. Well, it's cloudy, but it's bright. Changes your whole demeanor, you know? It's coming out. It's coming out, guys. Y'all done shut the battery. It done run the battery dead already. That's okay. That battery has been giving me issues. I think I'm gonna end up retiring that one. All right, let's get to this side. Continue with the theme, right? The hardest part first, right in the middle. We get this part done, it won't be so bad on my back. I hope. I hope. I hope. I hope. I gotta get those pieces. He got 2 sets. I need to talk to him when he gets here Saturday. But I gotta fit them pieces a little bit better. Neither one of us like the way they fit factory. They just didn't look quite right for some reason. So we're gonna have to discuss that when he gets here. I know we've discussed it before, but it's always good to refresh, right? Always want to keep it fresh in your mind.
when a vehicle sets for a while like that, it's easy to forget stuff. Not just me, customers too. The older you get, the easier to forget too. Just like the other side. See, it's just a little bit of right in there. That side ended up blocking out real nice though. You gotta figure there is no strength right here, so this area a little tougher. It flexes a little bit. But we'll get it. We will get it. Who needs a gym when you got sanding? Good cardio, guys. Good cardio. Keeps your joints moving. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get a new piece of sandpaper for my orange one. Oh man, I'm getting definitely low on sandpaper, dang it. At least they're made in America. Oh man! Dag nabbit, I ripped it in the wrong spot. Alright, let's try this again with a little more finesse. Alright, I think we might have it this time. See what happens? Get in a hurry. You go tearing stuff up. It happens. Oh yeah, I like it. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Right on that curve. Some say to hit the brakes on the curves. Nope, not me. I go full bore. Mm-hmm. She coming out. I knew it would. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. Yeah, buddy, that feels good. Awesome sauce. All right, let's can you see me over here? That would suck, not even watching what I'm doing. Yeah, you can see. Let's go ahead and get across the back here while we're reaching to the stars, the center. Let's go ahead and get this taken care of right here, right now. Get her done. That's right. Ow, dag-nab you. Quit being that way. I don't know where the cat's at. I haven't seen her. I think she's in the showroom. It's sunny, so she's sitting in the sun. So anybody want to give guess when this thing will be totally painted? Let me know in the comments when you expect to see this car all bolted together under color. Now mind you, I'm not finishing the car out, but
I am bolting it together before paint. That looks good, guys. Looking good. Slide to the left. I'll tell you what, not in the chat, but in the comments section under the video, leave me a comment and tell me what date you expect to see this thing completely painted and bolted together. And the closest one to that date, I'm gonna send 2 stickers to. A Metal Art Custom sticker and a Fun Run Cruiser sticker. Let's get this algorithm going, guys. I need to build it back up. The algorithm has plummeted lately. And I think a lot of it's YouTube, but I can't guarantee it. I just can't guarantee it. Because honestly, I don't know. Unless you guys tell me that you got unsubscribed and didn't do it, I don't know, honestly. And there has been several people get unsubscribed like that, thinking I did it, got mad at me. I can't unsubscribe you guys. They don't give us that option. I wouldn't do it anyways. I welcome all criticism, and you know, I welcome it all. Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, I've had several people get mad at me saying, you sent me out of your channel, I'm never coming back. Well, it wasn't me, guys. I didn't do it. Honest. The only way I can block people is from a live chat or something like that. And the only way I would do that is if you continue to use foul language after I've said something. Foul language or lewd comments or anything like that. I don't approve of that kind of stuff. And I think there's only 2 people that I've ever had to remove because of stuff like that. Oh yeah, that looks good. I keep my channel family friendly. And that's the way it'll stay. I want everybody to be able to enjoy this channel. Even if I bore you sanding. Now you notice, I'm using my finger, but I'm resting my finger down like that, letting the fat of the finger be the block. I'm not putting pressure. I'm not directing it like forward. I'm just letting it sand. All that finger is a guide for the paper.
You don't want to cut a groove into your primer that you just blocked out. That would not be good because then you'd be redoing it again. You don't want that. Now, when I go to sand in here, that's a little different. Nobody cares about in there. It's covered up with the piece that goes on here. All right, now, put my short block down and get to this side. Yep, buddy. Oh, 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 oh. Remember, guys, when you're doing a big panel like this, let the sanding block do the work. You don't want to push down because you're going to push that panel. See that? You want to let the block do the work. That way when the panel's relaxed, it's straight as it's going to get. If you push down and you're sanding it, it's going to be wavy. It's going to look like the Gulf of America. Especially black. You don't want it to look like a hurricane in the Gulf. I know you want to push down to get it done quicker, but that's not the way to do it. And see, letting the block do it, it shows you the lows. Letting the block sand it out, it's going to sand on the high, leave the low on, it'll sand the high on both sides. And then when you get down low enough, it'll take that out. Can I do this with the file board? Yeah, I can. But there's a chance you'll put grooves in it from the file board too. And like I've got a couple of orbital file boards instead of inline. Those might put little swirls in it, and then when you go to paint, those will show through. So I prefer by hand. I feel I can feel the sand better doing it like this. Might be a little more labor, but I feel it comes out way better when you do it like this. And for those of you asking, I don't want to use this block because, that's nice and straight, real stiff. Well, these hoods ain't straight. They're curved, both directions. And if I put this in there, it ain't gonna look right. So I'm using my good old packing block. Let's get her done. I should have a 12-pack. Or at least a 6-pack, Ab. But I don't. I like my candies. I like my cookies. I like my chocolate. See there? Letting it do its thing, and almost every bit of that's gone already. It's getting there. It's always good to change your direction when you're sanding too. Keeps you from getting a groove or a low or a ridge or anything to that nature. Just like working out, you got to learn how to breathe while you're doing it. If you hold your breath, you're going to get out of breath quicker. Not saying you're not going to get out of breath, but you'll get out of breath quicker. Oh yeah, she's looking good. All right, now I'm going to grab this and I'm going to work along this radius and kind of come out into it just a little bit. There's still a fuzz right there, but it'll come out. It will come out. Keep your wrist rolling. You don't want to keep it flat because the very tip will put her line. Oh yeah, she coming out now, guys. Now that's the way I like it. Yeah, buddy. Feels like victory to me.
And if you notice, I do the flats before I come to this. I don't want to go through when I'm doing the flat. If I do this first and get this where I want it, and then I'm sanding this and I come up and hit it, I've got a chance of putting a groove there or going through. You don't want that. So I'll do the flat first, and then I'll come back and do the radius and feather it into the flat. Wonderful. No, hey, sorry. I don't know if I was blocking you or not, but I know how much you want to see me sand, so I'll try to keep out of the way here. Can't wait till I'm wet sanding. Never thought you'd hear me say that, eh? I'm full of surprises today. Okay, I think I'm gonna get my smaller block, this curve, in this area here. And let's start up here. The sandpaper just ain't getting it. I think by the end of the day, I'm gonna have to call Jimmy and get some sandpaper brought up here, because I still got about half the dash to do, and the whole firewall again, and a couple other spots on the body. So I'm definitely gonna need it.
Almost there. Remember, this is the area we added the body line for the front of the scoops. Oh yeah, it's coming, it's coming. Okay. All right, now to get this front side here. Yeah. Stretch my back better. Could just raise it up, but then I just have to let it right back down to go to the other side. What fun is that? Before I go to the other side, I gotta get this whole edge over here. Wasn't even thinking about that, guys. Mm-hmm. Looking good. All right. Now, I'll get this side over here. But first, I gotta finish this side. Whoops! Almost forgot, guys. I just looked down and seen that radius, and I thought, nope, I gotta get that first. maybe they're coming to fix that huge pothole they caused out there. Maybe. Lots and lots of sanding. Lots of sanding, guys. But it's gotta be done. Gotta play, you gotta pay, right? I hope you guys agreed to that, because it's a very true statement. Just keep breathing, just keep breathing. Got all kinds of workers out there. I'm not sure what they're planning. But they're not over here where they messed the road up. So, I don't know. Maybe they're coming to pave my parking lot for free. Ooh, wouldn't that be awesome? If it was concrete, I'd say we could do burnouts out here. But blacktop, especially fresh blacktop, chews up too quick. I think I need another piece of sandpaper. Man. They're surrounding me, guys. All the workers are surrounding me. We got a truck parked on the other side of my building over there. Let's see. We got 2 trucks, one with an excavator over there. We got a truck with a skid loader over there. Hey. Maybe I should move my truck, you think? That would be awesome. Get her done, fellas. Get her done. Right along these ribs is always a trouble spot. Oh yeah, that feels so much better. Uh-huh. Man, another one pulled up over there. Wow. Must be gonna do something big. Remember guys, it's all in the twist of the wrist. Twist of the wrist. Other than the front of this hood, I'm gonna say it's ready for wet sand. The trunk lid, or deck lid as it's properly called, is ready except for the back panel of it. And one spot I want to hit it with primer while I got the primer mixed up. It'll be ready. Remember, your fingers are just to guide it. They're not to push on it. Like I said, with the block, you let the block do the work. Here, you're just letting the paper do the work. All right, I'm gonna say the driver's side is ready.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. Let's pray that for our husbands. Father God, I pray that he would trust in you with all his heart and not lean on his understanding. but in all your ways that he acknowledges you. And I know, God, that you will make his path straight.
What's the matter, Armory? You can't go out there. You remember them days, don't you? Huh? I know. Come here. Come here. You know you can't go out there. I got to looking outside. It's looking like it's going to storm. So I wanted to get that out of here and blow it off real good. I don't know what the next few days are going to be like on the weather. So get it out, blow it off while it's still decent. And I know tomorrow I'm going to spend most of the day on the road, so I ain't going to be able to do it tomorrow. I've got to get the paint booth cleaned up. That's going to be fun. I'm thinking I might fire up the pressure washer and just try to get as much of that off the floor as I can, because that blue from when we painted those intakes, man, it has gotten nasty in there. If I can get the floors pressure washed, and then, I don't know, today's Thursday, I'm thinking maybe Monday morning, go in there and pressure wash, and then squeegee it out. Come out here and start cleaning some of these parts. I might be able to see some primer and some edging done on Monday, I hope. If not Monday, Tuesday. And once I get the edges done on this stuff, then I can finish the last little bit on the car, which I had noticed there's still, I got to do the taillight panels, a few smalls here and there, but I got to finish that dash up too, get it done. After I get, you know, like the hood and the deck lid, the doors, and this done, then I can move them out of the way, get the car in the booth, and start edging on it. I don't know, there's a lot of planning and a lot to get done. So next week, I would like to be to a point where I can start bolting the car together. Let me try to finish the inside of this before I got to get out of here.
right, guys. I'm gonna call it a day right there. If I can get back in town early enough tomorrow's Friday, I'll finish sanding this out, get it ready for primer, and then I'll come over here and see if I can't get this booth cleaned up. And yes, guys, it's a wreck in here. I hung those on my stand, not even thinking I needed to drop this down. So, well, I can't really do that with the doors hanging on there because it sucks. So I'm gonna have to pull them back off, drop this down. I want to be able to reach the top of it, because when I spray, I want to be able to spray the whole thing all the way around, and then I'm going to come in and do color on the jams and color up here. That way that's already done, ready to go. So that's a game plan on that. I got to get that out, all this stuff. I want to move everything out of here, clean the floors, and pressure wash. If I can get all that done tomorrow when I get back, then it can set till Monday and go from there. If not, it'll be Monday when I pressure wash. All right, guys, I'm going to drop off here. I sold those wheels 2 weeks ago. The guy said his truck was in the shop. He couldn't come pick them up. He already paid me for them. I told him when he gets his truck, let me know. I still haven't heard nothing from him. I don't know. They're not perfect, but they're rollers. They're decent. Had them on a 90s DeVille, I guess. And he's got a 90s DeVille, so that's what they're going on. Who wants a crew cab? Yeah. It just keeps getting pushed farther and farther and farther down the line. I got to get that done. I got to get 10 cents done. I also got to get something done with Tanya's car, because I'm tired of it sitting in the way. And I've also got, hopefully, a burnout car to build. This is going to be an extremely busy year off hours. And if the weather ever clears up enough, I'm going to get out there and get some dirt work done too. I need to get that finished up. It should have been done last year, but I ran out of time, and then when I did have time, it was storming, and then it got cold on me. All right, guys, I'm going to drop off here. Till the next one, have a blessed evening.